we first heard about Safe Families through our church. There was a notice posted in the bulletin. There was going to be a meeting to gauge interest. And we had talked about fostering at one point before, but had never really done anything about it. So we thought that the idea of Safe Families appealed to us in that we could help, but not maybe as long-term as fostering.
I think my biggest joy so far with serving in this ministry is really been the excitement I see every time that we get to reconnect with the families that we've helped in the past, and just the smiles that our current hosting every time I say hi to this baby girl, her face just lights up. So being able to see the joy in the kids' faces that we're helping has been probably the biggest positive for me with this ministry.
And I think for me, connecting with the families and knowing that we're making a tangible difference, and on the other side of it, seeing our own friends and network of people coming alongside of us and rallying, not just for us, but for the kids and families that we're helping, has been a really positive experience for us.
Yeah, it's been amazing how much God's work, not just through us as a host family, but really through the church to support us as we've gotten involved, to be able to serve the community in tangible ways with either providing needs that we had on a very short time frame, and helping provide for the families that we're helping. So I think we really have seen God move in our family in a way that we want to really impact those around us more and be more on mission for Him. With Safe Families, we got involved as a host family and helped out one family, and then as we were going through and doing a refresh Bible study through our church, there's probably about 9 kids that needed help, and God just tugged at my heart, and we talked about it and prayed about it. It's like, how can we get more involved, because the need in our community is growing, and we can only help one family at a time. So He's really given us a big heart on mission to really help our local community here that we didn't necessarily have before getting involved in Safe Families.
And I think for our kids, it gives them an opportunity to kind of see the way other people live and what other people don't have that they have. They kind of live in this little bubble, and they've grown, I think, themselves just in trying to be more compassionate and give more grace in moments when maybe that's not so easy to do. And they, I think, really enjoy helping families through Safe Families as well. I think being involved in Safe Families has opened our eyes to just how other people live, just different cultures, kind of the way people think, their needs, just to see that it's not always black and white, and it's not always straightforward. Like, it's easy to make a judgment on somebody's situation and not really know the full story. So I think for me anyways, that has really helped me be more compassionate and to see that there is a huge need in our community, and that they're not always in those positions because of terrible things that they've done or bad choices or anything that's even their fault.
For the need in our local community, just you see and hear a lot about missionaries that are going to foreign countries to help families that are very low poverty and helping them. And Safe Families really have helped open my eyes to there are people in those same exact situations in our local communities that aren't necessarily receiving that same help. So as churches are sending missionaries and funds across the ocean to Africa and to third world countries, there's very much a big need here in our local community for those same resources and that same compassion and love of Christ. And you only have to go a few blocks from the church where we go to locally, and you're able to see those families in need.
Yeah, I feel like it's amazing to me in our country and in this day and age with as much money as our country has, that we have kids that don't have food and don't have a safe place to lay their heads through no fault of their own, through either their parents' choices or just situations that have happened. It just amazes me the level of poverty in our country.
I mean, I think the one thing I would say for anyone that is thinking about getting involved as a host family with Safe Families is if God's put it on your heart, just do it. I mean, life's crazy. We have 3 kids all doing 3 different activities, but we know God's called us to help others through Safe Families, and He's blessed our families, you know, to add 1 more child or 2 more children to the mix. Has blessed our family more than we could even have thought of, and you know, God's taking care of it. So you know, if God puts it on your heart, don't let your busy life be an excuse for not following what God's called you to do.
Yeah, and I would say don't let the unknown scare you. We'll never know kind of what is down the pipe, and sometimes we just have to jump out in faith. We're constantly talking to people that we know about Safe Families and trying to get people involved and kind of bring them along with us on this journey. And we joke about, if you're a friend, you'll probably get involved with Safe Families at some point. You just don't know it yet. But we would just say, you know, pray, ask God what your role is in Safe Families, if any, and then listen to Him, because God calls us all to biblical hospitality.